Are you looking to buy your first home, refinance, or you need general guidance from someone you can trust? HomeLoansWithAlex.com is your one-stop shop. Since 2008, Alex Nunemaker from Fitzgerald Financial Group has been answering questions and helping people. Yes, even us on the Could Be Better podcast with financing our homes. He's licensed from Pennsylvania all the way down to Florida, and even randomly in Texas, Alabama, and Colorado. HomeLoansWithAlex.com is your one-stop shop for home finance. Alex Nunemaker of Fitzgerald Financial Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 319721.
Welcome to this episode of the Could Be Better podcast. I am joined with none other than our one and only creative vibe executor extraordinaire, Genevieve. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Remember when I said, hey, after we do this, we're going to go get Taco Bell?
Yeah.
That's all I can think about.
I honestly, that's what I can only think about most of the time.
That's great. But you know what else? What I'd like to think about too is that this podcast is brought to you all in part by Old Mother Brewing Company. Old Mother. So I'm struggling just a little bit.
Tell me about that.
So Paul, one of their best bartenders ever. He's gone.
Oh.
He went to go find another thing. He's doing something on the Eastern Shore, and he's just living his best life. And
True.
It's just a bummer. But you know what's not a bummer? The fact that both you and I cracked open this wonderful stage fright, and here, let's cheersies.
Cheersies.
It's a stage fright beer, and it says, the stage has been set. Don't fear this perfectly balanced raspberry sour ale. So please get it while you can, because I can only do Lego Batman voice for so long.
It's really good. Honestly, I took a sip and I was like, you know, when you go to like a fancy restaurant and you get a cheesecake with like raspberry stuff on the top?
Yes.
This is exactly what that tastes like.
So would you pour this on cheesecake if you had it?
Probably.
I like that.
Oh, yeah. I'd say the perfect beer for your cheesecake. 100%.
You heard it here first and only here first. So we get to interview a kind friend, a gentle human, and probably one of the craziest people I know in my life. Colin Shultzaberger from Tree Top Studios, from Geneva, from Silent Old Mtns, from the artist formerly known as the Fun Boys. He's everywhere.
Wow, that's amazing, honestly.
Yeah. He plays many keyboards all at the same time.
Brilliant.
It's crazy.
We love that.
It's I hope he kind of brings one in today.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a good episode, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Colin is super cool. I don't think we've actually, he and I sat down to have a conversation yet, so I'm excited to like sit down with him and talk to him like with our faces.
Ooh.
Like we've chatted like, you know, over Instagram or whatever, and like every conversation has been just like perfect, but I'm excited for the actual real life interactions.
Yes. And so I am excited too, because he has done a lot of work in this studio, and I think he's really excited to come on and talk about it, and we are excited to listen.
Yeah.
Speaking of listening.
Oh
God, I'm so good at
what
this.
What are you gonna say?
So we have tons of shows coming up this weekend. So we have on the my favorite day of the week is Friday. And Friday, July 8th, we have Nick Fry and the Sons of Thunder.
Sons of Thunder.
Sons of Thunder, yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing their record release with Lauren and Jamie Barreto at none other than
Old Mother Brewing.
Yeah, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's free because shows are free in this country or in this city or in this one place. And it's going to be a good time. But then what's also crazy is then the next night. So Saturday, July 9th, there's another free show.
Yeah.
At Old Mother Brewing Company, and it's going to be half-heard voices.
Super stoked.
I think they're going to do like an EP release or something like that. There's some band called Stellar Circuits. They're very special guests, apparently.
Nice.
And then the Devil's Reef. And then Amongst the Triffids, which I love that that meme that's going around on the internet where it's like the weird leather it's like the leather rippings and a couch, and then like people go like, oh, it looks like this like metal band font.
Oh, like the leather couch that's peeling.
Yes.
And yes, my favorite metal band.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Every time I see Amongst the Triffids logo, that's what I think of, and it's sick. But it is confusing. So that's going to be a good time. Just some. It's a weekend packed full of music.
Yeah. Honestly, if you are the kind of person that's like, I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I'm always at home and blah. Nah, no. We're giving you the opportunity right now. So come on out.
Yeah, and it'll be cool. And it's the shows are free, so what do you have to lose? Nothing. And then you get to drink some good beers. And if you don't like beers, there's dogs typically at these shows.
That's true.
And then just good hangs. So it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Genevieve, I have a random question for you.
Okay.
So when you woke up this morning and you were brushing your teeth before you left for your job, what was the thing that you were thinking of that you were stoked for about today? Today specifically.
I know you're trying to give me some kind of clue.
No clue. Literally grab it out of a hat.
I got some new lights for my camera today, so that's nice. I'm excited about that.
Tell me about these lights. Are they blinding lights?
Wow. Oh, also are you familiar with the band War on Women from Baltimore?
Yeah. Okay. No, tell me your story.
Okay. So, I think it's important for me and, others to cultivate good spaces and good vibes. Mm-hmm. And Shauna Potter wrote a book called Making Spaces Safer, and I bought it, and it came in the mail today, and I'm excited to read it and to learn some shit. So,
is it a lot of pages?
No, it's actually a pretty short read from what I was thumbing through. I haven't actually read it yet, but I remember I really like War on Women. So I remember Shauna doing a podcast when it first came out. So I'm really looking forward to reading that.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you didn't go with the headline that I read today about War on Women, which was, and this is actually about the band, that their former drummer killed himself because he was a pedophile and was filming kids in his house. And he was a music teacher.
That's awful.
Yeah, real fucked up. And I was like, oh, Genevieve, how are you going to bring this full circle and tell me that that's what you're looking forward to? So I'm really glad that's not where you went.
No.
But no.
I
think he was kicked out of the band or something like that. And it was. Gosh,
yeah, that's some awful stuff. Yeah. On that note, I know we're talking about some heavy stuff.
Sure.
The suicide prevention hotline is now getting a I don't remember what the number is, but there, how 911 is a thing, and you call 911 when there's emergency, you're supposed to. I know that the suicide prevention hotline is also getting a 3-digit code, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I heard it's looking at the headline of the local news channel saying it is changing the official dialing code beginning on July 16th. So right the week before it happens. But the old number will still work.
Yeah.
So, but it all works.
Yeah. I just thought that was cool that they're, mental health is a good discussion, and reaching our ways to make mental health advocacy more accessible is good. So good vibes.
When was the last time, and I know I'm asking you a ton of questions, but it's, this is fun.
Right.
When was the last time you dialed somebody's phone number? Like by heart?
Well, to be honest, both my parents have had the same cell phone number since 2005.
Right.
And they still have the same cell phone number. So I actually know my mom's, my dad's, my sister's as well.
Good for you.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, and now I think I was really good with numbers, so I memorizing patterns of numbers and stuff, and so I was I remember, my dad, my
brother. Are you a math person?
No, I hate math. I really do.
Because when you say that, I'm like, oh, fuck, are you a math?
No. But it's
kidding.
But it's
if
tough.
You like math, that's dope.
I'm the person that I dial your phone number once and I never forget it in my life. Like my first girl that I remember talking to in 5th grade, I still remember her house phone number. It's crazy.
That would be a good if you're oh shit, I need a password for something. That's the one.
Now that's funny you say that, because now everyone needs to know that my former bank PIN was the last 4 digits of my last. So I was opening up a new bank account, and I didn't know what it was. Like, I didn't know what PIN to set it with, and I didn't want to use the one that like I've always used. So they're like, oh, you could just use like the girl that you're talking to's phone number, and I did. And then like well after we stopped talking, it was still my bank PIN. So every time I go and withdraw cash, I think of this girl. But I
Respectfully.
Yes, respectfully think of yes. And speaking of respectfully, I need to make sure that we mention the legendary first time happening here in Frederick only is July 30th. It's Frederick's first and only emo night.
I am so excited.
Yeah. You keep posting about it.
Yeah. Can you tell I'm excited?
No.
All right. Then I should, send more messages to you personally, Chris.
Did you know I'm excited today, Chris? Yes, I know.
But so we record these a few weeks in advance. And
no, this is day of. We record these the night before.
We definitely record the night before. Things happen for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a practice a few weeks ago, and it went really well. It went super well. I'm excited. I kind of challenged myself with this one, doing a Paramore set, but we're stoked.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So again, July 30th, Frederick's first and only emo night location. It's at Old Mother Brewing Company. There are bands that are covering bands like Paramore and My Chemical Romance and Good Charlotte and Taking Back Sunday and The Weezer. It's going to be awesome. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked for you all to listen to this episode with Colin Shultzaberger from Treetop Studios and every band in Frederick. And it's going to be a great time. So here we go.
Let's do it.
We are here. Colin.
Hey.
Shultzaberger.
Close.
Is it?
Schultzaberger.
I know. Dude, we grew up together.
Can you spell it?
Yeah. SCULTZ. No?
Nah.
No.
Dude.
SHULTZABERGER. But that's why on Instagram I'm going by .Collins because it's so easy to remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just something simple about that.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you can't pick your name.
You can't pick your friend's nose.
I mean, I don't know. I picked Colin's nose before he left.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
And now he's going to see Train.
I know, like a bunghole, right?
True.
Like a bunghole. Speaking of seeing overpriced bands, you saw Paul McCartney recently.
It didn't feel overpriced though. It was
No. You said
incredible.
you said you paid $100, and I said I would have paid twice that.
Yeah.
How was it?
So I didn't have like the best seats for sound.
Sure.
But it was really cool just to be in the presence of the closest thing to music god.
Yeah.
So
Was it a good show?
Yeah. It was the best show. Of the best shows I've ever seen, there's two that are in mind. One of them is Insane Clown Posse.
Tight.
The second one was Fish. I saw them in Pittsburgh. The third one is Paul McCartney.
Wow.
What a combination.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is the holy trinity of best shows.
And exactly.
Yeah.
Because
what
I
a
got it,
juxtaposition. We love that.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Colin, I am so you've been trying to come on this podcast for a long time.
I've been pushing you guys.
And-
I email you every day.
And I think we always say,
Could you stop emailing us
Yeah.
at couldbebettermeh@gmail.com?
Was the hardest
Damn.
part was the meh part to
I
remember.
know, people, is it 2 H's? Is it 1 M?
Really?
But, yeah, can you spell meh?
Yeah. Me? M-E?
H.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's why I got it wrong.
That's, yeah, you're doing like tons of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so if, for people that don't know, you play in like a million bands.
Yeah.
And,
Virtually.
and they're all awesome.
Thank you.
And people probably know you from the Silent Old Mtns,
Mm-hmm.
local rock legends, blah, blah, blah. But then you also play in like Geneva,
Yeah.
which is like dope. Daniel came on the podcast and he was on Zoom and he was chilling on his porch. It was a time.
You did it on his porch?
Well, he did it on his porch. We did the Zoom thing.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it was in that weird time where it's like, do I want to be around people? And it's like, nah.
Well, I'm glad that I'm able to be here in Colin's bedroom.
This is the Could Be Better Studios, actually.
that's what I meant.
Yeah. No, it's all good. People will get it confused quite often.
No, because it really looks like someone sleeps here.
Crazy. Yeah.
It really looks like
We keep it real lax around here.
Yeah, there's
what
like
can
family
I say?
photos on the wall.
Yeah.
And a bed.
Yeah.
Well,
We got those from the thrift store. We don't really know whose photos they are. Yeah.
There's a Genesis album, I think.
You know,
signed on the wall.
don't look too closely.
Yeah,
I don't think you'll see anyone you recognize. So just don't look.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But it was kind of cool. So this episode's coming out, I think beginning of July. But Could Be Better just celebrated our 1 year anniversary.
Wow.
And
congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
Huge.
It is huge. And what's cool is the first show that we did as Could Be Better was a Fun Boy show at the Eagles Club right as the pandemic was quote unquote almost over.
Uh-huh.
And that was a really special show.
It was special for me. I got to use a different set of drums at the time, which was really cool. And it was loud. We got the party going.
It was a great show.
I remember Haas's stepchild was there dancing,
Yes.
which was really great.
Yeah.
Which was like a big plus, you know? And then all these other musicians popped in. So it was a really great way to kick it off. you know?
Are you still having fun playing shows?
Sort of. To be honest, man, I've actually really been kind of focusing on me and like what my needs are and my family's needs. And
Sure.
I feel like being a playing musician's like the hardest thing for that. And it also feeds my ego, which is the thing I'm trying to walk from the most.
Sure.
So it's like a drug in a way where it's like, this is really great. It does something for me. It makes me feel good, but I'm also getting this crowd response that I'm like begging for, this like attention thing that I need. And I don't think I do really need it. I think it's just something that feels really good. So I'm trying to kind of step a little bit away from caring what other people think about me so much. So especially at this age.
So I mean, you're recently married. Did it kind of start with some of that, or
No, this has been going on for like 5 years. But
So deep soul searching.
Yeah. So I love to play in front of people. That's not going to stop. I'll keep doing it. But it's also it's hard, and it's like it takes everything out of me. Like I'm so tired when I leave shows, especially packing up and tearing down. That's like the worst part. But then. Did I do this for the people here, or did I do this because I'm trying to build something with my friends, or did I do like it really does come down to I really like eyes on me. That's really fun. And I'm like, that's not cool though. That's like, I don't need that. Like no one needs to be like the center of attention. Like it drove Kanye crazy. You know what I mean? Like Kanye was like, oh man, too many eyes on me right now, and I can say whatever I want, and I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, that is kind of what whenever I think of Colin Shultzaberger, I do think of Kanye West.
Kanye West.
As
Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to compare myself to Kanye. That was what I was aiming to do.
Did you know that Kanye is the voice of a generation?
Yeah. I did know that. I've noticed that every day. Every time I get online.
Because
I'm like,
he tells us. Isn't
yeah.
that crazy?
He told me he was God, too.
Amazing.
Yeah. He's had some weird records.
Yeah.
Donda, 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 donda.
Yeah, they're all. It's all really good though. Like every time, I don't want to like hate on Kanye because that shit's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't make that.
Can I say I said the S word on a podcast?
Shit.
All right. Yeah, I guess that's.
Or did you say sucks?
Okay. I said sucks, but I did say shit too.
Is that illegal?
Well, we have to pay the FCC. $5 for every swear word.
$5?
I know, it's crazy.
Why even get in this business?
Well, because it's fun.
Yeah, that's why.
But also, when you say fuck on a podcast, you just kind of get that like adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
It's real
True.
cool.
I'm just gonna hold this. I'm holding a beer right now, and I keep setting it down, and I notice my mouth is going away from the mic.
No, and keep holding it. And honestly, Colin, I'm glad you mentioned beer because this episode is brought to you by Old Mother Beer, and I'm glad you're drinking an Old Mother Beer right now because it's my
best
favorite.
one.
It's my favorite beer.
Favorite.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. You're on this music journey now.
Yeah, I'm still, very much in it, but
yeah,
I'm making changes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get more into my own stuff and write my own music because I think there is another crowd base online that I haven't quite tapped into yet, and that I love playing for Frederick City, but I've been here for 10 years doing it, and I'm ready to kind of like see what's out there, and maybe I can also expand by using the internet to get to make my own music cool. So.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your own music. Let's play a song.
Yeah. This is a song called You Got It. This is what we're listening to first, I think. I haven't looked at the roster. That
No.
It's
It can be whatever you want it to be.
because I forced myself on this podcast. I haven't. You didn't send me a roster. You didn't send me a roster of stuff. No, but You Got It is a song I worked on through Treetop Studios with Donnie Carlo, who's my business partner.
Donnie Carlo.
He mixes and masters everything there. He's really super talented. He's done a whole bunch of work in the Baltimore area and beyond. And I am fortunate enough to have him work on my stuff too. So I like that.
Listen, man,
Moped that rolled. I hear that on your podcast.
Yeah,
sometimes,
it's the studio that we're trying to reinforce these walls. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
It's all right. Yeah,
so this
I
is
love
You Got It by you.
By me, by Colin Todd, because Shultzaberger is hard to spell. And my uncle's name is Todd, and my middle name is Todd.
So here it is, the Todd Show, and this is called You Got It. Man, holy shit, you're good, man.
Wow.
That's so great. Do you like so you're talking about having eyes on you. Would you feel like your ego is still getting fueled if you have the internet telling you you're good?
Oh, absolutely. But it's very different. I'm more removed from it. That's the thing. I don't know these people mostly. I don't know my 1,000 followers or whatever. I don't know them. Most of them. I know half of them, but the rest are. I know you, right? Yeah. I know you, but there are also a lot of people that I don't know, and I'm just like, or people I don't see all the time.
Sure.
I probably see 5 people in a month that I like repeatedly. Besides people I work with.
Like grocery shopping.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, friends of mine, those are, I guess, people who follow me too, and they don't really build my ego much. I'm like, cool, good to see you. You're my friend. But it doesn't feel the same to, like, put stuff on Instagram and be like, cool, I got to follow, I got to like. It's like, it does feed me, but it doesn't feed me the way, like, a live show would. That's insane.
Sure.
But it's also something I need to stop doing as much. Like, caring about followers. I don't need to do that either.
Yeah, you can just buy them now, right?
Where would you say, like, your fuel, your hunger sort of started?
Oh, so when I was a kid, both my parents were music teachers, and my dad's a drummer, my brother Jesse's a drummer, my brother Ryan's a drummer, my mom's a guitar player, and they were all teachers forever. And I kind of was in that, and I got to do all the grunt work of my dad's private studio, and I got to listen to my mom play guitar every day, and it kind of made me just pick up instruments at random. And then I really started to like, I could do this. This could be something I do forever. And I joined this band called Key Lime Pie in high school, and that was like the wildest experience of my life. As like a kid, you're like 15 and you're in your first band, like band that felt like a band. And I would played in a couple other groups, but that was like the coolest. And I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I went to school for it. And
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Frostburg State University. Party on, Garth.
FSU, baby.
Yeah. And I went to school for music education. I'm a music teacher, and I just love to play, and I haven't stopped. And I like everything about it, man. That's it. That's the answer. That's
That's a
what
good
fueled
answer.
it. Yeah.
Did either of you ever watch My Name is Earl?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Went to
there's
Frostburg.
there's that episode about Frostburg.
Did you go to Frostburg?
Yeah, did I?
Yeah.
No,
they
I
like
didn't.
show that to you when you come to the campus. They're like,
Really?
oh.
We were
Yeah. They're like, here's a successful person who went to Frostburg, Earl.
Earl went here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was like repenting for his sins.
That's crazy.
Frostburg. That was a great show, though.
Yeah.
But
a
the
solid
producer
one.
went to Frostburg. That's
You know,
why
I
they
knew
made
that
it. Yeah.
too. Do you know any other very successful Frostburg alumni?
Yeah, the guy who wrote the Boy Meets World theme song,
Perfect.
Frostburg alumni.
My old boss.
Oh, true.
Yeah?
True.
You put the word
Chris's
boss there,
old
must be
boss.
successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Name's Amy. She's great.
Someone who works for Google.
Oh, look at that.
Just a person.
A
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
who works
Sure.
for Google.
We love that.
I know someone who worked for AstraZeneca who went to Frostburg.
Shout out
They're like
to-
a doctor.
Shout out to medicine.
Shout out to medicine.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can think of right now.
That's pretty good. I mean, I like this vibe.
Yeah.
This is a good vibe. So, yeah.
Speaking of good vibes,
Uh-oh.
I was hoping you'd pick up there, Chris.
Oh, speaking of good vibes, that Sky Stage show recently
Yeah.
with the Silent Old Mtns playing your 10-year anniversary of Fell of the Raccoon.
Hello.
What was that like?
It was awesome.
Looked hot.
It was awesome. Yeah. There was a good group. There was a good crowd there, and all the bands were really good.
Yeah, Molly Seeger,
yes.
the Tallwells.
All three bands were super fun to watch, and I was in one of them, I guess. So I watched and played in the other.
How embarrassing.
I generally watch Andrew when I play, so I got to watch Andrew.
Yeah, and you watch the backside of Andrew, which
Yeah.
is, it's nice.
Well, what he'll do is between songs, he turns around, and he pushes his glasses up, and then he like makes sure that everyone's watching, and then you know everything's good.
So after
Because he'll like drop his glasses sometimes because he's rocking so hard.
He rocks so hard.
And I feel that if I wear sunglasses on stage, they're like gone. So, yeah.
after doing Silent Old Mtns stuff for 10 years, what kind of experience was that like, being in that realm for so long? Tell me about how you've changed. Tell me about how the band has changed since y'all began.
So I came in after the first album was recorded, and they were together for like a year.
What was
And
do
then-
you know what the first album was?
Velvet Raccoon.
That was the first one?
And I went on tour with them when Steve left the band playing bass, and we went out to Midwest and we did the Day Trotter session. And then I came back. We played for like another 6 months or something. Band broke up, came back together as a different group, and then I got back in again like a year after that. So
Second time's a
so
charm.
I've been able to see it kind of as an outsider,
Sure.
and then also participate. And
Yeah.
then now we're doing totally different stuff now because we have Tom playing specifically piano sounds and I'm playing like a Fender Rhodes sound. So just seeing like these guys grow together, they're like awesome people to learn from, and they're just really cool. They're just good friends of mine. Yeah. They're like the ultimate like hang band. Mm-hmm. So I love that. I love every member of that band. They're so funny and fun and cool.
Do you love everybody equally?
Yeah.
That's not true.
Equally, no.
Yeah, no. Because I see the way you look at Joe when you guys play.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh. So let me tell you. So you guys were playing.
Wow.
You guys had like your residency at Old Mother when you played there 2 times in like 30 days.
Right.
And it was a blast. And in one of those shows, there was a part where you and Joe were literally like lick batting back and forth. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen so much sexual energy between two people before. Yeah, it was.
Was Joe reciprocating?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty hot right now.
Wow, was he really? That's so cool.
So you were doing a lead and you looked at him with like the look and you're like, and then Joe's like, and like and it was the best.
Cool.
The best. So
yeah, I love Joe, but I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I feel the same way about Sam, about Andrew, about Tom, about Pat, about John, about all that. And John's like our new bass player in that regard. I've seen 6 bass players or whatever come through, me included.
Sure.
And like I feel like John's just been there forever, like that's just how it feels, and all those guys are great.
That's awesome.
Did I forget anybody in the band? There's so many.
Yeah, I feel like there's like 7 people in the band, right?
There's 7. I didn't include myself.
It's like remembering all your siblings. Like I don't know if either of you come from a big family, but I come from a family of 6. So sometimes I'm like, really? Oh yeah, I have 2 brothers and a sister, and like I'll like mix up my siblings' names all the time.
Wait, time out. A family of 6, but you said 2 brothers and a sister.
And
my mom and my dad. There's 4 children and 2 parents.
Okay, so 4 plus 2. Remember math earlier? The callback. Not good with numbers.
I know. That's the kind of thing I would like subtract numbers.
Yeah, I'd be like,
there's 2 people in the family.
You can do it.
6, but there's 2.
How many fingers do I remove from the thing to do the thing? So now we're here. Tell us about Treetop.
Treetop Studios is a really big venture of mine right now that's actually taking more of my time than any of my projects right now.
Well, you called me about it, and you were so excited.
I did. I'm still very excited. I'm still working to do stuff. But Donnie Carlo did the Fun Boys album, and I was building a studio for my personal rehearsal use. Right. And then I spent the whole pandemic learning how to record. And I spent a whole bunch of time like diving into recording, how to do it, be really good at it. And then Donnie came and saw my space, and he's like, I have put a whole bunch of money into building my home studio. Let's just put it together.
Our powers combined.
We wrote a business agreement together and multiple contracts and all sorts of fun legal documents. And we've started recording video for like our video tour set series we're doing. We have 5 recorded.
Say, you probably saw me like get excited over here for a second. I was like, oh yeah, the video. Tell us about that.
So yeah, we're doing a series of videos. There'll be 1 band per month as a studio tour. They come in. So we've already recorded Jimmy Capino project. We did Silent Old Mtns, Demood, Stephen Kaplan, and Andrew Haas as color bars. So
cool.
Those 5 bands have already been recorded in full. We do different lighting for each of them. They're shot either in 4K or whatever they ask for.
Yeah.
And then we spend a lot of time editing, and then every 2 weeks we put out a preview video, and then we put out the full concert.
So y'all are doing the video work as well.
Yeah, so the video is like part of what we do. We'll offer video, but we're doing that kind of just to also get faces looking at the project. Look, check out Treetop. We're a recording studio, and we also have this cool video thing.
I will say, like, as a photographer, like, I saw the video that Treetop put out, and I was like really honestly impressed. I was like, this looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
And I was I've actually been meaning to ask you about it. So like, what equipment are you using?
Well, as far as video, we shoot
all of it.
Well, I run everything through our Behringer XR. That does everything. That's where we get all our great sound. And then we also have people usually listen to monitors, so we have a monitor set up. Sure. Take all the feedback out of it, make it sound good that way. We use several Canon 5DS, I guess they are, cameras. I might be wrong about that. I'm not really a camera guy, but I do a lot of the lighting and stuff. So we have like lights all hooked up to sound, hooked up to a lighting board. We hang stuff on the walls, cut all the stuff out like that. We're using Baltimore drums, our Ampeg 8x10, our orange speaker, everything. So
Baltimore drums sound so good.
They are the coolest drums. I
Yeah.
know. They were my brother's, and
That's
I bought
awesome.
them off of him. But yeah, we've got really cool gear in there. As far as the photo and video gear, I don't want to speak out of line here, but Donnie Carlo, we're actually about to put that on there, and he's going to put it on our website soon.
Dope,
So our
dope.
website will be out very soon. So will our
Be
Patreon
soon.
and our Fiverr account. So you can check us out there. We're going to do film
Nice.
scoring and stuff like that as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So bring us into this next song. So this is song number Dos.
This is not me specifically, but I am on this. I am playing on this, and I recorded this from Treetop Studios. This is Tall Well. I believe it's Thrill of the Madness is the song I sent to you. I did just barge in here today.
You did. You kicked the
So,
door open and said, I'm
I said,
here
"I'm
to
here.
podcast.
Where is Colin? He's at Train. Genevieve, welcome aboard. This is Tall Well, Thrill of the Madness. They did an amazing job. Once again, more power to Donnie Carlo for mixing and mastering and editing. He did a great job. I recorded this myself. I got to sit in the room and click the buttons.
So important.
It was awesome. They did a really good job. I got to play synth on it and have a listen. Austin Knuckles leads that band.
And this is Tallwell's Thrill of the Madness.
Spending all my days in the maze of revelries. From the land of the sunshine to the city that never sleeps. I'm just trying to find a diamond in this black mine of memories. Tried to dig through the other side, now I'm in too deep. Well, I'm up all night talking on the telephone to the wind. Well, I'm making color calls to a place that doesn't exist. I'm just trying to find the treasure on this wreckage of a sunken ship. But it's never enough to cover the damages. So I keep in mind the moments passing, the impermanent and the everlasting. It's fleeting, floating, silent, drifting, just trying to find some hidden meaning. Forever knowing what exactly the evidence of the proof of absence, a storyline abstracting, spastic. It's chaos, but it's so romantic. I wanted it, oh, I fell for it. Oh, it's the convenience of happiness, the riot, the silent protest, the first glance, the second guess. It's the thrill of the madness. Oh, it's the thrill of the madness.
That was the Fun Boys. And
Hey, that was a fun boy.
that
and
was
another
a-
fun boy, actually. There's, 'cause
Do-
Austin and I'm in there as well.
Dose Fun Guys.
I'm playing the keys on that, so
That was great. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just so glad you're. It's like when you called me and you were so excited about just Treetop stuff and just doing all of these things. It just seemed like it was you found like a new thing that you just cared so much about,
I care about it as much as I do gigging.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because you care about that a ton.
I do. I love it. I mean, I play a ton of gigs each year. I aim for 100 a year.
Wait, you have a goal?
I have a goal is to hit 100 a year, yeah. And I've always had that goal, like for years. And the last 3 years, I could not meet it. And
are you
this
close
year,
now?
I'm not even going to hit 50. Like that's just how it goes. But I used to for years be like 100 gigs, 100 gigs. Like that was like my thing.
Dang.
And I would find ways to get 100 in, you know.
What was the last year you did 100?
2000? Well, what was the year the pandemic started? I guess COVID-19.
Uh-huh.
So 2018, I believe,
That's
was the
nuts.
last time I did 100.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I believe that was the last 100. Yeah, or maybe 17.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's wild.
I always I aim for that because I it's all about like seeing faces, networking too, but it's also I feed off of it. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
now I'm trying to do
Well, and you
less.
like it.
I
Like,
do.
And that's,
I really
you know,
do.
it's like if you do what you like, then you don't work it in your life.
But like I said, it does feed the ego machine, and you got to be careful with that. Like I do get a big head over nothing, you know.
Your head is a very normal size.
Well, maybe physically, yes. Maybe physically, yes. I believe that. Yeah.
So people that are tuning into the live feed right now, they can see that Colin is shuffling some cards. He's doing a blackjack thing right now, and I'm so excited for you to tell people what this is, but we're not going to get there quite yet.
What is happening?
So, what's the next thing you're recording? What's the next thing you're doing?
So I'm working on an EP right now, and I was going to put it out at the end of June.
For
which
you?
is now. Right,
For you?
For me, for myself, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was going to put it at the end of June, which is like today. Like we're at the end of June.
You
we're
were-
at the halfway
we're-
point of June,
we're-
actually,
we're-
but you know, we're getting there.
Technically, this episode comes out early July, so we're definitely in early July right now.
Oh
today.
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, we're in early July right now.
yeah.
So the album's coming out soon. No, I'm putting out a couple, 2 or 3 more songs to go with this single that you heard in the very beginning.
You got it.
And it's all like pop music. So it's specifically
Nice.
kind of like aiming for a kind of like a beach house MGMT sound.
Sick.
So that's kind of my thing for this. All of the stuff I've worked on is totally different. So I did The Tempest, which was that live theater soundtrack. I did that recently. And then I did Toy Farm, which was me playing on pocket operator synthesizers. And those 2 albums I put out over the pandemic. And then now I'm working on this. So this is like my new thing in the last year and a half, the third thing I've worked on by myself. And I'm really trying to aim to make that like more primary. Of course,
Sure.
I've got my other bands that I love, but
Are we going to get any other fun things that come with your singles that you're releasing?
yeah, I do you mean like, are they going to be a fun songs like
Well,
that?
I mean, like, are you gonna have a video maybe?
So I'm gonna make a video of the first song we heard. You got
Nice.
it. And I can't really tell you what we're gonna do yet, but I
'Cause
want to
it's
do.
super secret.
It's super secret, and plus we hired Pharrell Williams to be on it, so that's gonna be a big deal.
Nice.
deal.
I hope
He
there's
was cheap.
minions.
Like I thought he would be really expensive, but he really just wants to have some camera time. So
Good for him.
He was about $50, and I'm gonna have
Tight.
him. He's playing organ on my music video.
The
He
accordion.
doesn't. Yeah, the accordion. He's playing the accordion. He's playing the
Such a talented multi-instrumentalist.
Oh yeah, the melodica. He plays the melodica and the accordion at
Wow.
the same time.
Yeah, it's crazy when he like plugs in his MIDI controller and just makes all those sounds on his computer. It's crazy.
I know he is really also another extremely talented dude.
And,
I know.
and underrated. He's like on everything.
Yeah, I know. So
You know, sorry,
Mars.
I
Go
got
ahead. No,
excited.
by all means.
So okay, there's like the Minions movie out right now. Okay, and there's
Wait,
a
like
reason
a-
I'm bringing this up.
Like a new one, or like the Minions movie that's
Like
been out for a while.
Origin of Gru, or
Okay,
like
okay.
if you ever got into Despicable Me stuff.
Yes.
The soundtrack that they put out is stupidly good.
Yeah.
It's so they didn't really have to go that hard for a like prequel, but like I swear, dude, like it, like the
So this podcast is brought to you by Pharrell and Despicable Me and Minions
too.
Yeah,
fully loaded.
Use the use the podcast.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, use the promo code. Could be better for free Minions coupons.
Whoa,
Nice.
It's crazy.
you ain't scared of nothing, dude. That's like you're just getting online, throwing out minions.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah,
You know, like some people think
minions is an acquired taste.
Sometimes you think peeps are like the worst thing ever, but have you ever had a minion? Not that good.
Mm-mm.
No.
No,
They're
I
an
hate
indie.
when I
Pharrell's
just
good.
like bite into a
Yeah.
minion.
Yeah.
You like wake up in the morning, you're like, "Arr," and you're like, oh no, this is. Guy, if you're not tuning in to our live stream, it's on our YouTube channel. You get to see all of this right now. I'm actually eating a barbecue minion right
Stop
now.
saying that. People are gonna think we.
That's fine. Actually, we have 2 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We need more because right now our
I'm
URL
one
is
of 'em.
our URL is like youtube.com/0456_A7243,
You
and
gotta
it's like
change that tomorrow.
I can't
I think
change
you
it
missed
yet.
some numbers.
I need to have we need to have like 100 subscribers, and it's like
Ooh.
it's tough.
All right.
That's a
extremely
lot.
All right,
That's
I'll
a
pull
lot.
some strings.
Yeah,
I'll
well-
pull some strings.
So
in
if you
YouTube.
aren't subscribed,
Like, follow, share, subscribe, and we're now at the point where let's talk about this final song, this process, this idea, because you came to me very excited, saying, "Hey, I want to have a rotating dartboard that's on fire, and I want to have all of these songs in it, and I want to throw Colin at this dartboard, and whatever he lands on, that's the song we're going to play." And I said, "Hey, man, we don't have a budget for that." And you're like, "Okay, what if I bring a piece of paper and I write some songs and we pick something?"
Yeah.
So tell me about what you're trying to do.
So I have a bunch of songs that I've played on in one way or another, and I have a deck of cards here. All right. So if I draw certain cards, it corresponds to the songs on this list. I'm going to read them out, read the bands that go with it. We're
Sure.
going to draw.
Can't wait.
I've already shuffled these. I actually did an extra shuffle. I made sure they were all separate before
Sure,
I came
sure.
here.
So it's not a loaded deck.
It's a loaded deck.
Okay.
It's
okay.
loaded. There's jokers in there too, and they mean something.
Wow.
If it's a red face card, I'm gonna do the song "The Twist" by Ex-Lovers, which is a band from Baltimore that I've been playing with Donnie Carlo.
Donnie Carlo.
He's all over the place today.
Donnie.
If it's a black face card, it will be "Heart of Stone" by Adrian and the Marylanders, featuring Adrian Smith.
Legend, friend of the show,
Yes.
just the best.
She's
The
a great
best.
friend. Shout out to Adrian Smith.
Shout out to
love
Adrian Smith. She
Adrian.
loves her sweet stuff.
The sweetest.
If I draw an ace, it'll be "Golden Geometric Shapes" by a band called Deep Fried Spearmint out of Western Maryland. I play on that too. If it's a 1 or a 2, it'll be "Maze Glow" by Seneva.
There's a 1.
There is I guess you're right. I didn't even think about
Wow.
that.
Look
Well,
at
I
you.
wrote that down thinking there's like ones in the deck and there's aces.
When was
If
the-
it's a 2. If it's a 2.
When was the last time you watched Ocean's 11? Do you know like anything about cards?
I saw Ocean's 11 theaters actually.
Dude, I love that movie.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, he eats in every scene.
So if it's a 1 or a 2.
If it's
so
a 2.
it probably won't be a 1.
If it's
Yeah.
a 2.
Probably.
If it's a 2, that's what we'll do.
Okay.
Um,
if it's a deuce, we'll do Seneva.
Yeah, it'll be Seneva "Maze Glow," where I
Which-
play a lot of organ on that
New
song.
song. That song goes hard.
Is that wait? That song's off
off the
Essence
new-
and Illusion.
It's off the new one.
No.
It's
Not-
off the
not
first
Maze
one?
Glow. Yeah, it's off Essence.
Bro.
Which he didn't play at the podcast. I thought about this before coming in. I was like, all right, I don't want him to. I want him to double a song.
Okay, all right.
So
okay, I'm
but I
cutting you
like
off.
the new songs a lot. Don't get me wrong. That song is. I'd play it ripping, ton of organ on it. If I draw a Joker, it's gonna be "Silent Old Mtns." The song is "People," that I played on the album Gary. If I draw a 3 or a 4, it'll be the song Best Friend by the band Key Lime Pie, which was my high school band.
You know what's funny about Key Lime
Tight.
Pie? There's now a new band in town, in Frederick, that ripped off your band name, and they're all school teachers at FCPS.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they listened to this podcast. They played their CD. They played a cover set for 3 hours, and their sound guy asked Old Mother to turn off the freezer because it was making too much noise. It was hysterical. But the band slapped. They brought out all their friends, and they
Okay.
were really, really nice people.
That's all that
Nice.
matters.
Yeah, it's fine. So anyway, new Key
That's-
Lime
that's
Pie.
all that matters.
You're not in that band. It's not that one.
5 or 6 will be Ed O'Neill by the band The Fun Boys. If it's a 7 or 8, it'll be the song "Don't Call Me Crying," which I recorded the other day with the band Coliseum from Baltimore.
Coliseum.
And if it's a 9 or a 10, it will be "Swamp Monster" by the band Sea Knuckle.
Woo.
Whoa.
Bring it out, because that's the other thing. You played in
What
Sea
a-
Knuckle, and Colin's not
A
here
loaded
to
list of awesome.
Wow.
Wow.
I had a couple others I was going to put on. I did record with Double Motorcycle for one of their albums, and I was like,
Which one? The second one?
the second album.
I love that
And
record.
I was like, man, I really love those tunes because I play Critter Guitari synthesizer, which is like this big, and I played it for like half of the thing, and I loved it.
It's
So I almost brought that on there too, but there was a lot of stuff on there.
And there's only so many
Kinda hard
cards.
to write this thing out.
yeah.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open the deck, and then I want both of you to decide at the same time if I'm gonna use the. I want you to like talk it over, debate.
Sure.
Top side of the deck or bottom side of the deck. So I'm gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? So you want top or bottom? Talk it over.
I wish you could see my face. Right
So Genevieve, do you want top or bottom?
I think let's go to the top of the deck.
Very good.
Top of the deck.
Top of the deck.
All right, now I'm gonna open it up. Chris, if you could draw the card, I'm gonna try to show as many of them as I can.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, you get
No. No. Yes. Go for it. Right there. That's the one. I can just feel
What do we have there,
the
Chris?
vibes.
What's that?
Genevieve,
It's
can
a
you read
one!
it?
Holy shit!
Oh my goodness, so that's an ace. Which is the
No,
most?
it's
Oh, it's a Joker.
It's a Joker.
Silent Old Mountains.
See, it's funny. It's a joke.
people.
People.
because I'm funny.
I actually put that on there because I didn't know there's Jokers in this deck, and then I was like looking through, and I was like, oh, I have another one, and I was like, great, that's a good.
Do we want to do?
I'm pretty sure I played on this song, so it's a.
So this is People off of the Silent Old Mountains platinum selling record, Gary, which I think
Platinum. I know.
Yeah.
And no, we do have this really cool clear vinyl that's out now.
I was just about to say, I
Looks
think
really
I
good.
think you can pick it up at the Record Exchange here in downtown
And
Frederick.
I know Andrew has been working on a bunch of new songs too, so I
can't
hope
wait.
he, I hope we get to play them soon. But I love those guys. This is for you, Silent Old Mountains. I love each and every one of you. Sam, I hope you're back from Kentucky safely.
Yeah, Sam, we miss you, we love you, and come on the podcast.
Sam,
You
get on
heard
here.
that, Sam? I know he listens.
He
Yeah.
should listen. I think he's our only person that listens in Frederick. Secondly, before we play People off of, again, the multi-platinum record Gary by the Silent Old Mountains, Colin, where can people find you on the internet? Where can people find Treetop Studios on the internet, and just you in general?
All right, if you want to get me off my transcendental Ram Dass path,
Yeah.
go to Treetop Studios and check out my business. That supports me and my friend Donnie. And we're doing
Carlo.
everything that studios and anyone else who comes to help us. We are a community recording studio.
Hugs.
We're open for business. Check that out so you can look up Treetop Studios. On Instagram, that's the best place to find us, or email, or you can look it up, treetopstudios.org, but our website's not done yet, so good luck.
.org?
Yeah, .org.
Look at you, you're an organization.
But be careful because there's nothing up there yet. And then if you go to my Instagram is .collins, and I never get on Facebook, so don't even look me up. I'm not gonna check it. I won't even look. I don't like getting on Facebook, mainly because I have to listen to a family member that I love deeply talk about something political that I probably don't agree with or something
Yeah.
like that. And I'm
Fair.
like, oh, I
That's-
love that person, but I don't want
Fair.
opinions.
I love you, but stop talking.
Yeah, that's my MO. That's kind of who I am.
Colin, it's
Yeah.
been a treat, and
Yeah,
I'm
it's
glad.
been a treat.
I'm glad you came on.
I'm glad I made it.
I'm glad we got to do this. Genevieve, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for sitting in for Colin.
Sure.
You smell less bad than Colin does.
That's
Yeah.
strange because I definitely took a Febreze shower this morning.
Hell yeah.
So
Do you do that often? Are you
No.
afraid of it touching your skin? Because I spray a lot of Febreze in my house, and I'm always worried about how chemically sick I'm gonna be. Like I'm gonna get some kind of
Disease.
no,
it's gonna burn
honestly, I
into
just
my
had
skin, yeah.
band practice last night. I got home at 1, and I had to wake up at 6. So I just was like, Anyway, thank you for being here,
Yeah.
Colin. That
Thanks
was
for
super
having me.
cool
This
hearing
was really
about
fun.
all the fun things.
And this is People by Silent Old Mountains.
Yes.
For the people that bring it back, bring it back. From the people that made you back, made you back. For the people that made you back.
Could Be Better podcast is produced live from the Could Be Better Studios that are definitely not a bedroom in Frederick, Maryland.
Check out our website, www.couldbebettermeh.com, for links to our social media, as well as a calendar of events and our contact information for those interested in guesting or supporting the Could Be Better movement.
Sure, whatever the hell that is. If you'd like what you hear, though, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Overcast, or however you're listening to this right now. And don't hesitate to leave us a 5-star review because, believe it or not, it actually really helps.
Tune in every Thursday for a new episode where we...
Okay, that's enough. We've been talking for way too long.
Okay. I'm Chris Perry.
And I'm Colin McGuire, and we are out of time. So for now, remember, as always, everybody, this could be better.
Are you wanting to get away? Okay. It's not a commercial for that company, but maybe it's time to get away from your landlord or out of your mom's basement and get into a home of your own. It's time to visit homeloanswithalex.com. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance your current pad, or just have questions about, can I afford this insanely over or under priced dream palace, Alex Nunemaker from Fitzgerald Financial Group is your one-stop shop for practically all things home finance. Alex has been a mortgage lender since 2008 and is an expert in his craft of finding the right mortgage for you. Alex will help you figure out what you can afford and guide you in the right direction for what's best for you and your goals. Sure, you could rock it or answer some flyer you got in the mail, but why would you when homeloanswithalex.com is just one click away? Visit homeloanswithalex.com and tell him Could Be Better sent you. Homeloanswithalex.com, your one-stop shop for pretty much everything home finance. Seriously. Alex Nunemaker at Fitzgerald Financial Group is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 319721.